morning. Welcome to Pilates. Today's workout is going to be a pretty aggressive advanced workout. In fact, it's taking all the Pilates principles and then applying them to situations outside of a classroom, such as picking up a child, putting them on your hip, or a baby carrier, or a suitcase that you have to lift into an overhead bin, or picking up a box in your house or a piece of furniture. So we're going to use one hand weight. You will never use more than one. So if you want some options, I have a 10, I have an 8, I have a 5. I can actually do this class all with a 10, so I'm going to probably keep my 10 the whole time, but know that you have the option of changing the weight. You don't need a pair of weights, just one. And if you don't have weights in your house, find something that has a little bit of weight to it, like laundry detergent, maybe a can of spaghetti sauce, something a little, maybe a water bottle, jug, something that's heavier than a lightweight, so that when you pick it up, you have a little bit of a challenge and that your body reacts like it would if it were lifting something outside of the class. So we're going to start right away with our weights. We'll be standing for most of the class today, but you will need a mat for the very last section of class. So choose which weight you'd like to start with. I would say have a backup plan if you have the option to have something a little lighter, but maybe start with your heavier weight while your arms are fresh and not too tired. As you take the weight in your hands, put it just down at your legs. Just kind of feel it and feel that space between your ear and your shoulder. Then take some deep breaths in and find the belly. Cinch that belly right up into the backbone and feel the glutes tighten up a little just to support the pelvis. And remember, this isn't a lifting class per se, it's a core strength class. So the focus is on the core and how the arms affect that core. Bring that weight now just up into the chest and soften your knees. Take it a little side to side twist, trying to keep the pelvis still. But notice how the movement of the arms and the weight affect the pelvis. Pelvis is your power. It's what helps you do every kind of movement. From here, a figure 8 down to the right hip and then to the left hip. And at times you might feel like the weight is easy, and other times you might feel a challenge. That happens in life too. As you bring it back to your chest, go down into your squats, and then stand back up. And then smooth. We don't want to rush the move, we want to just feel it. And again, take it down and up. On the next one, take it down, but twist to the right when you come up. And then center down into the left. This time as you come down, take it to your feet, pull it back up into the chest. Now push forward, pull in, stand up. That push forward is a challenge. Pull your hips back as you push the weight forward. Down, push forward, in and stand up one more time. Now adding on to this, go down and push forward, but as you stand up, raise it over the head. Come down smooth, push forward, bring it in and raise it over the head. Pull in, push forward, pull in and up, one more time. Now just come down into the squat and push overhead. And again, focus into the powerhouse of the pelvis. Move smooth with control. Feel the details, breathe, concentrate, and one more. Now just the arms, no legs. Pull in, press up. Pull in, press up. 2 more. One more time. On the next one, come into that squat, but halo that circle around your head to the right, all the way into the chest and come down to the squat, all the way to the left. Come down into the squat, around to the right. Come down, and we're going to make this move a little bigger. As you step a little wider with your feet, circle and come across to the foot a little lower. Around, across to the foot a little lower. Come down, let your legs react to the downward motion. And one more. A little more aggressive on the next one. Around and in a swing twist all the way to the back. Around the halo, swing twist. Around the halo, swing and twist. Take it again. Good. 2 more. And one more time. And as you bring it back to center, bring it down deep. Step your feet together, Get a little bit lower. Now step to the right, bring it back in, step to the left, stay low, bring it in, step to the right, step to the left, one more each way. And as you bring it back in, stay low, sitting deep, push forward, pull in, push forward, pull in, push forward, pull in, one more. Bring it down now, sit back into the hips and bicep curl. Notice a lot of mobility. I would not go heavier than a 10-pound weight. A lot of motion, a lot of mobility. On the next one, take it down and now roll up into the chest with the elbows a little bit wider. And again, the focus isn't necessarily on the arms, it's the position of the body, the support of the abdominals to the back. Now leave it down and just tap right toe back and in, and left toe, getting used to shifting the weight of the toe. Now as you tap your toe back, swing the weight forward. Again. And again. And again. Good. Take it one more time on each side. Use that abdominal to work the back as you swing the weight from right to left. Little shifting of the weight. Now it goes to the right, circling up into the chest and around. And as it comes up, the torso comes up a little more. As it goes down, go a little deeper. One more time. Reverse the circle. And one more. Finish as you come up. Bring the weight to the chest and slightly forward like a steering wheel. One head of the weight goes up, then the other. Now brace the belly in. Keep the knees a little soft. Brace the power from the core to the arms. One more. Finish it. Bring the weights down. Make sure you have some room to step backwards. Bring the weight to the chest. Lunge back with your right foot deep into the lunge. Step together. Go with the left leg. Go with the right leg. Stability and balance work. On the next one, stay to the right, but twist to the left. Come back to center and step in. Step left, but twist right. Come in. Right leg back, left leg twist. Step in. Left leg back, rotate over the right leg. This time, no rotation, step back right, but as you step in, overhead press. Catch the weight as you come down and up. Catch it on the down and lift up. Catch it on the down and lift up. Catch it on the down and lift up. One more time. As you bring everything together, put the weight in your hand, holding the shaft and the weight at your right shoulder. Lunge back with the right. As you come up, it goes over the top of your head and comes down to the left shoulder. So it's weighted on one side more than the other. Good, one more. Now as you step together, put it in your right hand. Go back with your right leg so the weight's by your left foot. Toss, catch it, other leg. Toss, catch. Toss and catch. Toss and catch. Toss and catch. Come up to center, hold the shaft. Stir the pot from the right to the left. Right to the left. Two more. Reverse the stirring motion from the left to the right. Again, concentrate, control, center, breathe. Bring your feet together to the right corner. As you stir the pot, wide plie squat, come up together to the left corner. Step and stir. Pull in. Step and stir. Step and stir. Bring your feet together, face forward. Take the weight and holding at the shaft to the right shoulder. Cross chop to the left hip bone. Back to the shoulder, over the head to the other shoulder. Isolating the pelvis, cross chop, up and over. Cross chop to the hip bone, up to the shoulder, up over the head. One more like this, and then it's going to get a little bit bigger. As you cross chop, it'll feel more like a golf swing. Step out, cross chop, in, over the head. Cross chop, in. So it's more like a swinging motion. Cross chop, into the shoulder, up over the head. Get a lot of preparation for golf, tennis, pickleball, movement. Last one. And hold here. Good. As you bring your weight to center, just put it in your right hand. Step a little wider with your feet. Bring your weight to your right shoulder. Moving across to the left foot, row down and row up to the shoulder. Turn your leg in, pelvis contracts, and pull in. Again. And one more like that. This time as you go down, when you pull up, push your left foot out to a kick. Right there. Catch it on the down, pull, kick. Catch it on the down, pull, kick. One more. Go back down to transition. Come up to a wide plie, toes turned out. Weight in your right hand at your shoulder like a bicep curl, left hand out. Go into a plie squat and raise up. Plie squat. So you're weighted on one side of the body, even though the rest of the legs are equal. Good. Now a little change. Stay low and take the elbow contracted into your thigh. And then just bring it back up. So contraction into that side oblique and lift. Two more. One more. Adding on. Contract to the thigh. Release the arm. Bicep curl. Stand all the way upright. Into the contraction. Release the arm. Curl. Stand up. Contract. Release. Curl. Stand up. One more. Now take it down to contract, release the arm, stay there, toss it into the other hand, catch it at the bottom. Toss, catch. So you have to contract to catch. Contract to catch. Up and over. One more on each side, so it finishes on the left hand, stand up, hold. Bring it to the left shoulder. Row down to the right foot across, up to the elbow. Turn the leg in. So you catch the weight with your leg's pelvis arm, and one more. Adding a side kick with the right leg on the up. Push. Push. Resist. Push. Fight gravity here. Now come down to transition. Bring it into a wide plie. Left hand weight at the shoulder like a bicep curl. Other arm out. Raise higher and squat lower with the plie. Higher. Taking the time to really feel things, not rushing any of the movement. One more. Stay low. Elbow contracts. Okay, we talk about the details. This arm that's holding to the side really works different than if the hand were to drop. That detail makes a big difference. Breathe. Good. On the next one, contract, and then release the arm. Bicep curl, and stand up. Contract in, release, curl, stand all the way up. Two more. All the way up. One more. Contract. Good. This time contract, hold, release, hold. Now toss the weight up into the other hand, catch it at the bottom. Toss, catch. Toss, catch. Toss, catch. Toss, catch. One more on each hand. And stop. Stand upright. Keep the weight in your right hand, but bring your legs to narrow stance position, toes forward. Engage pelvis, swing the weight forward and back, called a suitcase swing. So you're holding the handle of your suitcase, swinging it, front shoulder, back shoulder. Notice you're asymmetrically loaded on the right side. So this other side has to help position you. Now a little change. Swing forward, circle in and around. Forward swing. One more, and it reverses. So it pushes forward, downward, forward, down. One more. Good. From here, swing forward and back. And on the next one, change it to the next hand and swing. Change off. Transition the hands in the front with a little bend of your knees like a pendulum. One more on each side. Taking it over to the left and just swing backward and forward, repeating the sequence. Let the knees bend, drop, swing, drop and swing, and again. Swing forward, circle into you. Feel the weight on that side, changes the work on the free side. Reverse it. 2 more. 1 more. Swing forward and change hands. Swing forward and change hands. Swing forward, change. And again, 1 more on each side. Take it back to the right and hold. Step a little wider. Put the weight, 1 hand on each head of the weight. Right hand leads through the legs, swinging, comes up, transitions to the left hand, swinging down. As you transition, 1 hand leading, it working into the internal obliques on each side. Good. 1 more on each direction. Finish this one. And as you come up, bring it into the chest and bring your legs together. Hopefully you're doing okay. This is a lot of really advanced movement and a lot of it. With a little room to the side of you, lift your right heel and swing your weight out to the side in a loaded lunge. Swing in and touch your toe. Swing out. Swing in, touch toe. Swing out. Up and touch. 1 more. Now this is going to change. Step out, bring it to the foot. Reach forward, use your abs and your back. Bring it down into the chest, step in. To the foot. Reach forward, down and step in. 2 more. Right there. Good core exercise. And bring it in. 1 more. Good. This time swing out, but as you come in, bring the knee up and stop the balance for a second. Swing out. Always in control of our moves today. And always. 1 more. Find your balance. Don't go back down. Hold. Figure 8 the weight to the hip, to the hip. Try to stay with 1 foot on the floor, 1 knee up. Find the focus, the concentration. 1 more. As you bring the weight to the chest, take your right toe and barely touch it behind you, bending your left knee a little. Bring your weight forward, and with a deadlift, chest up, start to lean forward towards your front foot. Pull back up, try not to round the back, but lead with the chest. With the chin up, pull up. Lower, and lift. This time lower, but stay there. And take your back leg and kick it up and down. Back leg kick and down. Back leg up and down. 1 more. Now as the foot comes down, the body goes up, and then as the chest goes forward, the leg goes up. As the leg goes down, the chest goes up. As the leg goes up, the chest goes down. Don't rush it. Take it again. And on the next chest down, stay there. Bring the toe to the floor, just the toe, and put the weight in your right hand only with the left hand to the side. Keep your back straight, lower it a little. You'll feel it right there in the hip. And then pull up in a deadlift with 1 weight to 1 hand. Lower, pull. Focus on that left hip as you lower. Breathe, pull. 1 more. As you bring it up, step your back foot in and bring the weight into both hands at your chest, making sure you have room to the left side of you. Pop the heel. Swing out to the side, come in, touch. 2 more. 1 more. This time as you step out, go right down to your foot and swing the weight forward. Down and step in. To the foot. Reach forward. Down and step in. 2 more. Come in with a knee to the chest. Find your balance. Step out. In, find balance. 2 more. 1 more. Find your balance on this one. Hold it. Figure 8. To the hip, to the hip. As you finish, bring the weight back to the chest and barely touch your left toe behind you. Soften your right knee, bring the weight down. Chest up, chin up, lean forward. Deadlift, lift back up, focusing to the right hip. The low back, the hamstring. The smooth motion, the details, the control, the centering, the concentration, and the breath. Stay low. Focus on balance as you lift and lower your back foot. One more. And as you bring your foot down, keep it down. Lift your chest. But as the chest starts to go down, start to lift the back foot. Slowly, with control. Lower the foot as you lift the chest. And as you lower the chest, lift the foot. Lower the foot to lift the chest. And this one you're going back down to hold. Once you're there, lower the foot. Put the weight now into your left hand. Other hand side. And straighten your back and go a little lower. And then a little higher. And a little lower. And a little higher. And 2 more. Strength and control to move slow. 1 more. And as you bring it all the way back up, bring your back foot in. Bring your weight to your chest. Take your right toe to the side. Notice I'm not leading with the quadricep, I'm leading with the side of the hip. Arms up, side bend to the right leg. Lift back up. Let the weight pull and bring it back up. 2 more. 1 more. Now on the next one, lift that leg to a side kick. So shift, lift, lower. Don't rush. Shift to the side bend, kick the leg to the side, pull. 2 more. 1 more. And as you come down, keep your toe there, bring your weight to your chest. In a curtsy lunge with the right leg behind, it goes to the left shoulder, toe touch to the right shoulder. Left shoulder, curtsy lunge. Come up high to the other shoulder. Go down low to the left shoulder. Up. 1 more. Come to the up, hold. Keep it in both hands, but go into a squat, lowering the weight. As you curtsy the right leg, it goes to the left shoulder to curl. Back low to the squat. No momentum. Don't swing it, don't fling it, just move it. Take it 1 more time. And as you come back to the squat, put it in your right hand. Shift and toss it over the left leg as you curtsy lunge. Take the other arm out to the side. Toss over the leg and catch. Toss and resist momentum and resist gravity. 1 more in each place. And as you finish it, bring it back to center, hold, and bring the weight up into your chest. Take the left toe to the side. Raise the weight above your head. Shoulders down, side bend. Come back to the middle. Pull up and in through the belly, then through the stable leg. And again. And 1 more. Now as you start to shift over to that left side, start to lift the left leg up slowly. And come down. Shift into the right hip, but the weight shifts to the left. 2 more. 1 more. Keep your toe there, but bring the weight to the chest. Curtsy lunge, bringing it to the right shoulder. Then toe touch, left shoulder. Left leg curtsy lunge, right shoulder. Up to the high. Down to the low. Up to the high. 1 more. As you keep it in both hands, take it down more into the squat low. Curl to the right shoulder as you curtsy lunge. Down low in the squat. Curtsy. Then the strength to move slow. To control every position. Take it 1 more time. As you bring it to the squat, put it in your left hand. Toss it over the right leg and catch it with the other arm out. Up over the leg, catch. Up over the leg, catch. Up over the leg, catch. One more in each place. Finish it. Stand. Good. One more exercise standing, and then we'll go down to the mat. Bring it into the right hand. Hinge the body forward and bend your knees. Bring the back elbow up and the other hand to your thigh. Chin out. Tricep kick back behind your hip. Try to lift the head of the weight higher. Now don't focus necessarily on the tricep, but on the position of the legs and the pelvis. Notice how it's coming to the shoulder. On the next one, shoulder stand. Swing back to kick back with the weight. In with the shoulder stand. Swing back. Up, stand. Again. This time go back, kick back, hold. Drop the weight towards the right ankle, go lower in the squat. Swing back and bend your elbow, stay in the hinge. Kick back, drop, swing back, in. Kick back, drop, swing back. One more. Asymmetrical training. Hold here. Bring the weight into both hands. Take the weight above your head. Bring it behind your head with your right toe to the side. Tricep extension over your head. Pull your belly up and in with the right toe touching to the side. On the next overhead tricep extension, kick your leg up when the arms go up and down when they go down. Kick up. Again, don't rush. Feel the transition from one foot to the other. Now leave your leg to the side. This is the hard one. Just the arms go up, down, up and down. Two more. Up and down. Last one. As you step in, bring the weight to the left hand. Hinge forward, placing the other hand to your thigh, elbow back. Chin up, tricep kick back with the weight. Higher than your hip on the back. Push back. Push back. Notice it's coming to the shoulder. Stand up. Swing back. Stand up. Swing back. Stand up. Swing. Stop the momentum at the top. One more. This time as you go back, swing, stay low. Drop lower to the ankle. Let the weight come down to the side of the ankle. Push back and bend the elbow. Tricep kick back. Down deep squat. Swing back. Bend elbow. Two more. Kick back. Drop. Swing back. In. One more. As you come in, stand up and bring the weight to both hands at your chest, left toe to the side, weight behind your head for tricep extensions. Press up. Lift out of that right leg and pull up into the belly. On the next lift of the arms, take the side kick with the leg on the tricep extension. Again. Two more. Now leave your leg in the air, tricep extension. Three more. Just arms, focusing stability, balance. One more. And as you bring your foot in, release and step in. We are going down to the mat on hands and knees with one weight in our hand. You can have options, but bring your mat out as you prepare. I'm going to turn my mat a little more sideways so you can see me from different angles. Place your weight in your right hand. Place your left hand to the floor. Extend your left leg behind you and tuck your toes. Now that is going to stay there. As you move the other arm into a row and a fly, you want to shift into your left foot and a little bit to your left arm. Then row your elbow up and down. Up and down. Now again, don't focus on the arm so much as what it's doing to the pelvis. Now swing your arms side open. That's a harder move. There's a lot going on in the pelvis, specifically the waistline obliques. Again, now alternate the row, down, swing open. The row, down, swing open. Two more, row, and one more on that arm. As you bring the weight in, transfer it to your left hand. Bring the knee in and extend the right foot back behind you, tucking your toe. Shift a little more into the right hand and the right foot, and then row the elbow on the left arm up without touching the floor on the down. One more. Now open to the side swing. Details matter. Where's your head and your neck? How have you shifted your weight to the right side so you can swing to the left? Now alternate. Elbow, down, swing. Elbow, down, swing. Elbow, down and swing. One more time. Elbow, down, swing. Bring it in and release and sit back with the hips. We are going to repeat the elbow and the swing, but take it to the full plank on your feet position. As you place the weight into your right hand, bring your left hand more into the center under your breastbone sternum. As you extend your legs, take them a little wider than you would a plank, creating more of a tripod triangle position. Then brace the belly and lift the head. Alternating the row and the swing, take that right arm, elbow up, swing open. Notice you're leaning a little more to the left side. Open, we'll only do 4, that's 2. Pull, swing. 1 more. As you come down, release the knees and sit back. Remember, if something gets too intense and it affects your form and you have an option, you can always go to something lighter. Just like in your house, things weigh different amounts of weight. Put it in your left hand to repeat. Put the right hand under breastbone, sternum, chin up. Step back into the tripod position with your feet a little wider in the plank and brace the belly. Alternate the elbow, row and open. Notice you're leaning into the right side a little more. Halfway there, 2 more. 1 more. And as you come down, release. Next Pilates exercise is called the Quadro position. Place the weight in your right hand. I'm going to turn and face you this time. As you push the left hand to the mat, knees are bent, tuck both toes, head up. As you pull your belly up and in, lift your knees off the mat. Start to swivel your knees to the right and let your hips come a little lower. Pull the weight to the chest, shoulder, ceiling. Come back down, swivel the knees to the same side again. Swivel, hips are a little bit down, legs are crossed, pull in. Swivel, keep your hips low and grounded, pull up. And you got 1 more to do on this side. Swivel, pull, in, down. Release the knees, sit back, transition the weight to the left hand to repeat. And lift the head, come up onto hands and knees. I mentioned as you swivel to keep the hips kind of grounded low. Don't let them come up too high. Stay close to the ground. Push the weight into your left hand, other hand pushes to the floor, head up, tuck toes, lift knees. Start to swivel the knees to the left, bring the weight up, in, and reach up. Hips are down. Pull and touch. The hips touch the floor, but they're low. And swivel. Don't touch the knees. Pull again, 2 more. 1 more. Swivel, pull. And as you finish, go ahead and take a little rest in the child's pose. Lift your head above your heart. Now coming to a seated position with your feet out in front of you. Bring your weight to your chest and soften your knees with your heels to the ground. One of the most common mistakes we make in Pilates is we overwork a muscle that we shouldn't work so hard instead of the muscle we should. So when we seat curve, a lot of times we work those hip flexors too much and not enough of the abdominals. I'll tell you to relax ankles, even feet, which will help relax into hip flexors, but be aware of it. As you bring the weight to your chest, start to pull back and tuck the pelvis under into the C curve. Relax your thighs and sit up. Pull back, round under with the hips. So you do take a C curve, the spine curving and pulling. And take it 1 more time, but as you come up, take the weight more to your feet as if you're trying to reach forward. Row into your chest, tuck the pelvis, and over towards your feet. Try to relax your ankles, feet, and hip flexors, thighs. Good. On the next one, pull back, hold, and push the weight to the ceiling, relaxing the thighs. Pull it in and over to the feet. Smoothly pull it again to the chest, up to the ceiling, relaxing the legs, in and over to the feet. 2 more. So smooth as you go from move to move. It should not be choppy or jerky. Now we're going to do this 3 times. 1, again, relax feet and thighs. 2, 1 more. As you bring it over to your feet, we will repeat that 1 more time. Row it into the chest, curl in, relax the feet up. 2 more pushes. 1 more. And as you come over to your feet, change. As you come to your chest this time, raise the weight and keep it up. Where your heels are, lift your right heel. Put it down. Lift your left heel. Put it down. Bring your weight to your chest and over to your feet. Pull in, push up and hold. Left heel raises from the floor. Set it down. Right heel up. Set it down. Bring the weight to the chest over to your feet. This time, take it to the right hip as if you're rowing a canoe or kayak down into the water, over to the feet. To the left, row, over to the feet. Row to the right hip down, resist, coming up over to the feet. 1 more. As you bring it now back to the chest, find the C curve and the elbows are wide. Twist side to side, relaxing the hip flexors. One more each way. As you just bring your weight somewhere in front of your legs, open your knees and release your back. Sit your head up and put your weight into your right hand. Take the knees to the up position, feet to floor, left hand out. Start to pull back and you'll feel that the weight is on that right shoulder, pulling you that direction. Now, I don't want you to take your arms straight, but you certainly can challenge yourself with a little wider position. As you lift over the chest to the other side, let the arm open a little, feel the pull. Then up, over, feel the pull. Try to center your torso and the pelvis as you're being pulled to the side. 1 more. As you bring it in, relax. We will repeat that again. The challenge on the next one is to repeat that with the feet off the floor. If that again is too much, keep your feet down and repeat what we already done. As you come up, let's start in the left hand this time. Bring the feet to the floor. And as you pull back, bring the other arm out. Now lift your feet and squeeze your knees. And if you feel like you can, take the weight a little wider to the side. Up over to the other hand. Open it up. Lift. Open it up. Notice what's going on in the pelvis, not the arm. The arm affecting the pelvis. 1 more each way. Last one. And as you bring it in, release. Holding the weight as a shaft with both hands, come back in and bring just your toes to the floor. Squeeze your knees together, and as you bring the weight to the right shoulder, let your knees drop to the left. Then pump to the left shoulder, knees go to the right. Pump. Now I'm going to challenge you to get your toes up. And as the toes come up, the knees go one way, the weight goes the opposite way. Pump across. Pump and rotate. 2 more. Finish this one. And bring it into center. Take the weight to the chest, holding one hand on each side of the weight. Bring your feet to the floor. Lean back and bring your tailbone under, hollow out your abdominals. Bring just your toes to the mat. Squeeze your legs close. Start to lift the toes to boat, so about 90 degrees, and toes down. Again. Now push your weight up as the toes come up. We'll do 4 more, but try to get your toes to the full T's or V. All the way up, arms up. 3 more. All the way up, arms up. 2 more. All the way up. 1 more. Big push. All the way up. And pull in. Good. Go ahead and sit up. Relax. We go to the hip on the next move with the weight in front of you, holding it with the top hand. As you choose which hip, I don't care which one you start with, bend both knees and lower yourself down onto your arm and your head. You could have your head up on your hand, or you can completely relax your neck on this exercise, bringing your head down. With your knees bent, grab the weight in front of you like a handle. Now before we start this, I'm going to do this without the weight first. That hand's going to grab the weight and pull up to the ceiling. This is an advanced move for the back shoulder. But the only way to lift that weight is to engage a center anchor point, which is going to go right into this upper waistline right here. If you have options, have them close by. As you engage your core, especially the waistline, lift from the back of the shoulder the weight up towards the ceiling, but no further, just right there, and notice it. Resist gravity, bring it down. Engage and lift up, and bring it back down. Resist, resist. Again, 2 more to lift. So there's an action, but there's a reaction as you come down. 1 more all the way up. And 1 more all the way down as you resist gravity. Now this time the arm is going to stay up and change the move. So as you engage and pull up, hold it right up to the ceiling. Pull the elbow in, which gives you a bicep curl. Extend to the ceiling, which is a tricep extension. As you come in, it's lats. As you push away, it becomes shoulder. As the waistline contracts into the anchor point, push up 1 more. As you bring your weight in front of you, resist gravity to release it down to the floor. Keep your hand on it, but extend your legs straight, right on top of each other, stack them. And with the hand on the handle, suck the belly point inward. Anchor the bottom leg, lift the top leg up and down. Nothing fancy with the arm on this, it just becomes an anchor point, and it helps you really focus on the belly as you hold onto the handle. 1 more. Circle that leg forward, small, and notice how the circle of the leg affects the pelvis. And as you hold the handle, maybe notice it more. Reverse the circle, keeping it small, back and around, trying to really take away the wobbles and stabilize the pelvis. 1 more. In a bigger circle that's slower, swing the leg forward, feel the engaging muscles lift up without momentum around to the back and center. Forward, kick up. I really feel my abdominals as I hold the handle right there as the leg scoops upward. 1 more. Now reverse the circle. Backwards, engage, resist coming down in front. Pull back, around, and again, pull back, around, and 1 more. As you bring that leg around, bring both knees in and sit up on that same hip with your hand underneath you supporting the floor. Bring the weight to the shoulder, and as you prepare to lift the hips, the weight goes to the ceiling. Push the hand down, lift the hips, push up, and pull in. Engage to push up, pull in. 2 more. Push up. 1 more. And we transition to do all that on the other side. Flip your legs around or roll over. Bring your hand in front on the handle. Knees bent, and the hip goes down with your hand either behind your head or all the way down to support the neck. Using the back of the shoulder and the waistline, engage and pull the weight towards the ceiling, lifting up. Bring it down slowly, resist gravity. Engage and pull up. And resist gravity to down. 2 more, pull. Resist. 1 more. Engage, pull. And all the way down, resist. On the next one, as you pull up, leave it there. And then pull your elbow into the ribs, bicep curl, tricep extension up. Pull into the ribs, into the lats, push away, shoulder. And push it away. 1 more. As you push it away, slowly lower it to the front, resisting gravity as you come down. Straighten both legs, get right up on your hip, and anchor the bottom leg, the hand on the handle, and the belly button suck in. Top leg up and down, and again, and again, and again. Take a small circle forward and around, and feel how the movement affects the stable pelvis. 1 more. Reversing the circle to a backwards motion. 1 more. In a bigger, slower circle without momentum, swing forward, up, around. Forward, up, I notice I grip the weight as my leg goes up. I kind of push down with the hand. One more. And now reverse it. Backwards, up, around. Back, up, around. Two more. You have one more to do right here. As you bring your legs down, bring the knees together, sit up on your hip, and put your hand under your head, pushing to the floor, bringing the weight right up into your shoulder. Pushing your hip up, extend the arm to the ceiling, and pull it. Not only are you working a weight on that top arm, but you've now got extra weight on the bottom arm from the weight you're lifting up. Push up. One more. Good. As you come down, lie onto your back with your feet out in front. Going into a roll-up, a little differently than you typically would, bring that heavy weight into your chest. We won't raise it over our head, but as you start to pull the head forward, anchor your feet, and you contract your abdominals like you're doing a sit-up. Now lift up and push up to the ceiling. As you bring it in, start to contract into the belly, lower one vertebrae, but keep the weight at the chest. Start to pull the elbows forward, contract, lift head and shoulders, scoop up and lift up. Lower, keep the chest as you lower back in. Contract forward. Engage, sit up, reach. Pull in, now control. Control, control, and lower. One more. Contract, lift, pull, and lower. Engage, pull up, but this time we're going to stay right here. Look down at your feet, lift your feet. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Now lower your shoulders and release. Finishing today with our series of 5. Obviously a little different because you're holding a heavy weight. Bring the knees to the chest, listen for the details. Instead of bringing the weight over the shins, bring the weight more to your knees, pulling your contraction. Start with just your legs extending forward. Pull it. Just your legs. On the next leg extension, lower your shoulders back a little, looking up and pulling in. Look up. Now, if you feel like you would like to add more, you may raise the weight higher, tuck the elbows inward. 3 more. Be in full control if you're taking that weight over your head. 2 more. Last one. As you lower your shoulders and your head, relax and release. Single leg stretch will feel like a little chest fly. As you bring your weight up to the ceiling, turn it like a shaft and just put it in your right hand. Other hand is up also, and as you pull your shoulders and chest up, drop your chin forward. Extend your left leg forward so your weight has the right hand, the leg extends to the left, and open both arms. And as you bring that weight up, bring both knees in. Change hands, extending the opposite leg as the arm that goes side and come in. You may now open the torso a little more on the fly and pull the torso up, drop the chin. Open on the fly. Contract, pull in. 2 more. Open the fly. Contract, pull in. Last one, extend the leg open and contract, pull. Bring both knees in and release. Holding the weight like a shaft for the single straight leg stretch or the scissor move. Let's take the left leg up first and the right leg forward. As you lift up, hold the weight like a shaft, and you're going to pull it over the top leg. As you switch and scissor, it goes over the leg that's up. Pump to the shoulder or the hip, pump across to the shoulder or hip. The leg that's up is the side where you pump to and scissor. And scissor, and scissor. 2 more. Scissor, pump. Last one, scissor, pump, and release in. 2 more exercises. Weight comes to the chest. Hold the heads. Now the head is down, the knees are in, the weight is down into your chest. Everything's going to pull up. Head, weight, legs. The head and the weight stay there. Legs lower. Lift. Everything comes in, including the head. Everything goes up, including the head. Legs only move. Pull, everything comes back in. Everything goes up. Lower. Lift. Everything comes in for one more. Extend, lift. Lower. Lift. Everything comes in and release. We are down to the crisscross, the final move of series of 5. As you bring your weight into you, lift your head and bring one knee in and the other leg straight. Oftentimes I'll tell you to take your elbow to the inside of the knee. This one I want you to go a little further and then switch. So the weight is pulling you to the side, even turning your head that direction. Feeling the bottom elbow almost touch the mat. 2 more. One last one. And as you finish, bring it in to release. Set the weight somewhere down away from you and reach your arms and legs extending out as we do a few stretches to finish. That is a tough class. It would not hurt to do that one again and again. So many of you ask me for more and more content, but remember there are a lot of classes on the channel, and it's really good to repeat them and try to improve them each time you go. From here, bring both knees in, give them a nice little hug, and feel that low back stretch. There may be some you've missed. There's maybe some you haven't done for a long time. Maybe you're new to my channel and you haven't done any. I think we've got about 145 classes on the channel. Some of them are other formats, but a lot of Pilates. So go to the playlist and check out the different pieces of equipment you might have in your house. From here, rock yourself up to seated. Put your hands behind your back with your fingertips facing your hips. Push to the heel of your hand. Do not drop your head. Support the neck, but stretch the biceps. Remember, if you don't think you have a piece of equipment, something else might work. And some of the things can be done without equipment at all. And it's all organized by playlist. If you haven't checked that out, when you go to YouTube, on my channel, look at playlists and subscribe. Take this right leg across the other leg, wrap that left arm around, twist and rotate. And then switch sides. Bring the soles of your feet together with the open knees and release the back and the spine. I also want you to notice it didn't take a lot of space today. I'm in a small little room in my house that we have as a home gym. Didn't take a lot of space. And I want you to notice that it's not about fancy productions, fancy places to work out. You can do all of this just in a small room of your house. Lift up and pull those shoulders down and drop one ear to the side. Chin forward. Over to the other side. As you bring your feet to the floor, bring your hips over your feet in a forward fold. Lift your feet and stretch the arches of your feet. Then lift your hips and drop the head. Bend your knees and roll up. And take your right arm and swing it back behind you, opening up the palm to the ceiling. Turn the palm down and reach all your fingers out to the back. Pull it across the chest into a tricep stretch. And then drop that arm down around into a side bend. Take the hand to the head and gently pull. And then take the other arm and swing it forward and back, opening the hand. Turn the palm, reach the fingers. Pull it across, shoulder down. Drop the arm and swing over the head. Take the hand to the head and gently pull the other way, stretching the neck. Take the hands behind the head and gently push. Open the elbows and look up. Let the head rest on the hands. Release the hands down, taking a deep breath in. And a big exhale And you guys go have a lovely day today. Thank you for joining me. I hope to see you again soon.